Welcome back. So there's been a mixed reaction to the Gauteng government's decision to suspend food sales at schools until further notice. Now, what follows numerous cases of suspected food poisoning, which has led to over 20 deaths. Soweto Business Forum Deputy President Palesa Kambule is with us for more on the implications of this. Palesa, a good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to start with this. The move by the Gauteng government to say, all right, let's halt, of course, all of the sale of food within schools. And then this idea of implementing bylaws or forced spaza shops. Do you agree with the steps taken by Gauteng government?
Good evening, everyone. Oh, yes, we are very much excited with that decision. We are very much happy because this is what we've been crying and praying for, that they have to be something that our government does. So when we are talking that the reason why our children are dying and everything, if our Gauteng government is going to take a step on that and making sure that there is compliance in tax shops, then we welcome that decision with open arms.
Okay, but talk to me about why, because obviously as the Soweto Business Forum, one would expect that as we have heard from many other business structures, organized business structures that have said, well, this move by halting the sale of food in schools and around schools is going to hurt the vendors, the everyday mom and pop small business that we see in some of our communities. And then, of course, the issue of bylaws being a separate issue. But why would you be in support of the halting of food at schools?
We are supporting it because, one, it doesn't matter who is selling. What matters is that people must follow the compliance. You cannot sell food without any kind of certification. And so the Business Forum, all our members, we welcome them. If they are not registered in running any business, that's the first step we do. Because you have to understand, people must understand that if we are doing business and we don't have compliance, that rent does not circulate. Once something in our townships will sit in one places for 10 years without any growth or development because of not circulation of that rent. So you cannot sell food, especially to children, without proper compliance and expect that just because there is a high rate of unemployment in the township, that's something that can be defensive. No, we are losing children here. We are losing lives. And it's not only children, even us as adults. So you cannot expect that just because for the sake of selling, you are selling. But now here we are talking of food. We are not talking of tires. We're talking of food.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone denies the seriousness of it. But I imagine that if you are an informal trader in some of these communities, you may have a different view. In fact, we've spoken to a few informal traders, Palesa, and if you allow me just to play you this clip, and you then hear the concerns that are being raised by informal traders as they try and give this a bird's eye view. Listen to this.
Angiboni ukuthi bekumele ugovernment athathe lesi sinqumo asithathile. Bona kufanele bafune ukuthi inkinga ekuphi. Bangathatha ama shortcut ngoba the way sibona ngakhona bathatha ama shortcut. Abanye bethu ngalesikhathi kufika lama letter lawo. Besibuye ko stock isitoko esiningi sigcwele akasazi manje ukuthi sizosishonisa phi ngoba sebesikhiphile ezikolweni.
Yeah. There you have it. And if you didn't get it, let me give you a quick translation because obviously you weren't able to see the captions at the bottom. Palesa, the government shouldn't have taken such a rushed decision. The focus should have been on finding the source of these suspected foodborne illnesses. Some of us had already bought new stock when the letters of suspension came. Now we don't know what to do with those products. That street vendor in that clip, what do you say to her?
I'm saying why is he's trading illegal? Because he wants to sell food. Let's not take shortcuts as us as businesses. Let us do and follow the right procedures. There's no need that we are saying every time there is this percentage of informal traders. Why informal traders? When you are talking of informal traders, you are talking a very long chain. That means that person is not registered, is not known anywhere. That person does not pay tax. What is the main reason of starting a business? Is to make sure that you, at the end, you are going to develop your place and your society. So that was a very good decision. I'm still saying it, that the government too, because we've been crying to the government saying you must do and take an action.